Hello, my YouTube family and friends. I pray that everyone is having a beautiful, blessed Tuesday in the mighty name of Jesus. And if you have not said it already, let's say it together. Thank you, Jesus, for another day. It is indeed a blessing to be alive, y'all. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So let me share with y'all what just happened to me. So I was, getting gas, and like what we all do, to have a car, we're getting, some gas in our car so we can go a little farther. And I stopped at the gas station, which I always stop at, which is not too far from where we live. And I proceeded to remove the pump. I meant the gas, whatever you call it, the gas handle. I pulled it out of the out of my tank. I'm trying to remember the words, what everything is called. But anyway, I was taking the gas pump out of my car. That's what I'm trying to say. And after getting the gas that I needed, and the gas just went everywhere. I mean, literally, it just splurted all over the place. And I was like, what just happened? And but it could have been, now that I think about it, it could have been the way the pump was last put in there or something. I don't know. Or it could have been a faulty. I should have probably reported that, but so it won't happen to somebody else. But it was just the weirdest thing, and it just got, y'all, I had to go home and change clothes because it got all over me. Like it got on my this is not what I had on initially. I had to run home and change, and thankfully, I wasn't too far from home. And I was like, what in the world just happened? And so it got all of my arms. It didn't get on none of this area, but I think it squirted in a little bit of my neck area. And then it got all on my jeans. I had on jeans. It got all on my jeans on my right leg, a little on my left leg, and then it got all in my shoes. But it was just like a pour of gas, just squirted all over me. And just thankful to Jesus, they didn't get in my face. Because I kind of moved my head, kind of yanked my head back this way. But I was like, what? Because as I was taking it out, that's when it just went everywhere. And there was a man in his car, older. I think he was older. He was looking like, what's going on over there? Somebody always paying attention to what happened or witnessing or something. They see what happened, but he didn't come over there and check on me. But he was sure watching me. But I was like, okay. So I just proceeded to put the lever back in the, where it went, the gas lever pump or whatever. I just went home and took me a shower, and I got me on some new clothes, clean clothes. And I threw all that stuff in the washer, but I'm like, what happened there? That has never, ever happened to me. And like I said, just thankful to Jesus it didn't get in my face, or like I said, I yanked my head this way, or kind of, so it got all on the ground, but it did not, the biggest part that it got on me was on my jeans, my pants, and it got got it pretty much on my shirt. But I was like, oh my gosh. And so I wiped down, I googled it, said how do you get the gasoline smell out of the car? And it said mix vinegar, I think it said vinegar, hot water, and baking soda. I guess to neutralize the smell. But what I did, I have some it didn't also said get a odor neutralizer, so I always keep several cans of Wizard. So anyway, I've been spraying that, and then I alternate sort of periodically rolling the windows down, and then I got the air on full blast, so cold air. So hopefully I think it'll be, it smells, it's not a bad smell in here, but it do smell a little bit throw all them clothes in the washer, y'all. And I put plenty of laundry detergent in there to get all that smell out of there. So hopefully it'll get it out. But that's crazy, y'all. But I said, enemy, you can't stop me. I'm still gonna keep going for Jesus. You trying, but you won't ever win, because I'm covered. All of his children are covered by his precious blood. So I hurry up and got myself back together. And the girls were like, "Mama, you okay?" I was like, "I'm okay." Because where I was headed to was to this Goodwill. I wanted to check out to see if they had any other odds ends furniture stuff. Because I've been able to get a lot of little nice furniture from here. Just for this condo. We don't need a whole lot. But I just like going in and seeing what they have. Because sometimes they have some really nice furniture. I mean, almost look like it's new. So I just wanted to go and check that out. But yeah. But I do know a lot of times when stuff like that happens, let's say, and I did say blame it on the enemy, but sometimes it ain't from the enemy. It's a what do you call it? I'm trying to think of the word. God allowed something to happen to prevent something else from happening. So can't remember the word I'm trying to say there. But yeah, sometimes it ain't from the enemy. It's from God, because He said, "I created that disturbance, that delay, to keep, because something else you're gonna have to be involved in or something." So He knows what's best. I was just a little startled from that, because like I said, that's never happened. But I also know this too. Witchcraft do exist, y'all. Let's not totally, let's throw that in the dump, because that does exist. And what I'm learning about that, what the Holy Spirit is teaching me about that, is people that can speak your name. They can be talking about you. And a lot of this I didn't even know didn't even realize it's real. It's real, y'all. It's spiritual. But somebody can be saying your name or speaking of you in an evil manner. They're mad, they upset with you, for whatever reason. And that's also, words are powerful, but nothing is more powerful than Jesus. Nothing. No. But what I'm saying, those evil words have power too. They have power too. To an extent. And that's why we have to be mindful to watch what we say. Watch what we say about people. And I do remember this, when my big children went back to visit, with my late husband's family. They said, "Mama said, we noticed that in one of the rooms, they had our pictures. You know how you can have the screensaver and the pictures are just rolling, like continuous whatever." And I said, "Really?" And I know exactly what they're talking about, because how it's on their TV. Well, my late husband, the company that he used to work for, which was a cable company, that cable TV, start calling it, what do you call it? No, I can't think of it. It was an electric, where you paid your electric bill, and it was also fiber optics. That's what I'm trying to say, which is cable. So he took. They were sharing our what do you call it? Our codes or something. That's the heart he had. So he was helping them where they would was able to stream a lot of channels like we were doing or whatever. So the one time that he went over there, one of those times he went over there to help them with their TV or programmed their TV, he ended up, well, he didn't, it wasn't a mistake. He just did it. But they were able to tap into our, you know, what we had on our TV, because I can't remember how it all came about. But anyway, we basically was sharing the same, you know, those apps. You know, we had those the different apps like Pluto, Netflix, all of them. We were sharing all of that because they didn't really want to pay for cable, so he got a discount, you know, because he worked for that company. And so he programmed their TV with the remote, and so that's how they, you know, that's how they were able to. That's why our pictures and stuff, which was on our TV at home, that's how they got it on their TV. So I had to break that down so y'all will understand what I was saying. But anyway, so my children, they told me, they said, yeah, Mama, said one of the TVs have our pictures on the, you know, it's a constant rolling of our pictures on the TV. You know, when the TV is off or it's not on anything in particular. And I said, yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like a screensaver or whatever. And he said, yeah. They said, yeah. I said, it's on their TV. And I said, that explains a lot. And so nobody is really in that. I don't think nobody, you know, until they went there, nobody was actually up in that room. But then there are times where somebody is in that room, you know, either it's like a study room or whatever. So every now and then somebody is in that room, but I don't think nobody actually sleeps in there or anything. But anyway, it's very obvious when somebody's in there, because, you know, the TV, whenever the TV is on, it's gonna show that. And so yeah, they were telling me, my son and daughters, and I said, that explains a lot. Because at that particular time, before they went back, which I've shared this so many times, I was talking about that. And I was talking about how people can speak ill of you, how people can, you know, be saying stuff about you, and you're trying to figure out why you can't, why am I, it's a blockage or something. And like I said, nobody or nothing is more powerful than Jesus. But also, at that particular time, I was talking to them. I was still, you know, connected to them, like as far as letting them know, allowing them to know what we were doing, so that I gave them that right to perform any type of witchcraft on us, because, you know, I was talking to them, I was communicating to them. And that's why God told me to stop doing that, because he said, they not for you. You know, why are you trying to be chummy with them and be friends with them? They do not like you. They are mad at you. The enemy is using them to come against you. And so, fast forward, that's what I'm talking about what just happened. You know, that gas flirting all over me like that. Because I'm like, what's going on? And when stuff like that happen, y'all, that's out of nowhere and it's weird, I'm like, somebody talking about me? Somebody mad at me in the spirit? And so, y'all, that stuff is real. I'm telling you, it is so real. And it ain't no doom and gloom type talk, but you better be paying attention. Like I said, you thinking stuff just happening. Nothing, it just happens. You know, it's a reason, purpose for everything. But it don't matter, witchcraft, no witchcraft. I don't receive none of that mess. It came from the pit of hell, and it had to go back to the pit of hell. Because I'm gonna win. And that, when stuff like that happens, that lets me know I'm getting closer and closer to my breakthrough. I'm getting close. I'm real close. Real close. But yeah, when they told me that they went back to Tennessee, I was like, what? Even my all of them, they realized that. They said, Mama said, they be looking at our pictures, so that's weird. They said, my son, that's his favorite word. He got me saying it. He said, that's weird. And I said, yeah, that's very weird. They sitting up looking at it. But see, that's all they had. That's all they had, you know. But while they looking at the pictures, they speaking evil over those pictures. They mad and saying stuff or whatever. You know, I don't know why they out there. You know, why they won't come back home. And even, I shared this before, but I'm gonna share it again. But even my mother-in-law, she said it. Like the kids told me, she said it to them. Said when they came back, said, I knew y'all was gonna come back. You know, I knew y'all was gonna come back in a few years. So that means she had been speaking that. Yeah, you hear what I'm saying? She was speaking that. And so, but I never went back. So it still didn't come to whatever fruition because I never went back. But again, yeah, she told them that. Said, I knew y'all was gonna come back. Sure did. And they were just quiet or whatever about it. And it was just a lot of, you know, stuff that was communicated from them to my children. You know, that was just off. It was just a lot. There was a lot of things that were just off in the spirit. So, like I said, witchcraft, that stuff is real. When people are mad at you, they upset with you, you know, they saying your name and speaking evil, that stuff goes into the atmosphere. You know, and they she also was speaking over my life, which it never happened and it never will because I'm covered, but she was also speaking over my life that I was going to be on drugs and you know, lose my mind and stuff, just, you know. And that's one thing, like I said, that's one thing I have never, you know, yes, I have been guilty in the past of saying stuff, you know, about people like, you know, oh, I don't know why why they act so crazy. You know, I'm saying something like that. But I've never wished anybody bad, is what I'm saying. I've never spoken anything evil over nobody's life. Oh, I wish they would die. Oh, I wish they would lose their job. Oh, I wish they would. As bad as they would treat me, I would never wish that on their life. Ever. Or, you know, while we were here, when we first moved here, oh, I wish all of them, you know, just get real sick. Or I would never do that. That's just not, it's just not in me, y'all. It's not in me to say or to do anything like that, evil. But a lot of times what I'm learning, people reveal themselves to you, you know, in some really, you know, I mean, some big ways, you know, when you're not doing what they want you to do, when you're not doing what they think you should do, when you're not doing, you know, just following what they think you should be doing. And I'm talking about they want you to do what they say. They get mad at you. They get mad at you. And I've said this before, and I'm going to keep on saying it because it's true. It's your own family. It ain't no far off place. It ain't no far off people. It's your family who are wishing you bad, who want you to fail, you know. But it's also your family who, when the Lord lift you up, when the Lord exalts you, when the Lord bless you, it's also your family. They crawl into you and they saying, remember me, you know, I'm your cousin. Remember me? I'm your aunt. I'm your mama. I'm your daddy. I'm your brother. I'm your sister. Grandmama. You know, those are the people who are, you know, they right in your face. It's in the Bible. Look at Joseph. What happened to Joseph? But again, you know, I have nothing in my heart against nobody, and that's just me. You know, it's funny to me, really, now. Instead of me getting mad about that, I laugh at it because my heart goes out to people who they're allowing the enemy to overtake them. They're allowing him to use them. That means that they have something in their heart that God needs to heal, that God needs to reveal to them. And he's probably attempted so many times and they've denied it, or they don't want to do it, whatever, because they think they're right in their own eyes. But yeah, my heart goes out to all of them. My parents too, because they're not innocent either. But I feel some type of way for people. I really do, because they think that they got it all together. They think that they okay, they good, and all the while, they're crumbling. All the while they're crumbling. But it's sad. It's something else, y'all. It really is. But like I told my children yesterday, you keep praying for them, keep praying for people. Just keep praying for them. That's all you can do. Keep lifting them up in prayer. And God's gonna take care of the situation. Like he always do. He always do. But you ain't gotta be there to see him take care of the situation. He gonna do it anyway. But yeah, it's something else, y'all. It really is, that how people, they get so mad at you because you just ain't doing what they want you to do. I didn't realize how much I was being led around. I was being such a people pleaser. I didn't realize that until we moved, to Colorado. I was like, wow, I spent all of my life catering to other people. And all the while, I'm dying. I'm spiritually dying because I'm trying to appease them. I'm trying to do what everybody else want me to do and say. And they didn't care nothing about me. They just wanted me just do what I tell you to do. Or worry about us. Don't focus on yourself. And that's why, like I said, that's why God wanted us. He moved us. He moved. That's why he saw. What song come to my mind? He saw the best. He saw the best in me when everybody else saw the worst in me. And I thank him for that. I thank him for that, y'all. I really do. So that's why when things happen, I got this thing now in my spirit. I'm going to keep on keeping on. Because I want to see what the end going to be. Because this going to be wonderful. This is going to be wonderful. I know it is. God done told me it's going to be wonderful. Y'all, this Goodwill is, what's going on here? It's packed. Why is there so many people over here? Oh my gosh, why is it so crowded? I don't like it when it's real crowded because you can't be comfortable. I like to relax when I'm looking for stuff. I don't like when people on my heels. Yeah, look, why is there so many? I'm trying to figure out why is there so many people here. I was thinking it wasn't gonna be anybody here because I'm like, okay, school back in, and unless these people, the cars are going, please donate today. School is back in today, so most people are back at work. So I'm trying to figure out why is there so many. I'm off today, so I'm like, what's going on here? Then it's a tow truck right here blocking where you can't even park right there. Young guy doing this to this car. They always think this car, I'm not even trying to go fast. I'm just, oh, that's handicapped. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. But yeah, I just like coming here, and it's so relaxing to me to come and just walk through it, and I love it. I love it. maybe these cars are to somewhere else, but it look like it's to the Goodwill. He trying to get a car to a car. And I shouldn't park right here because he got a real good grip on this car. I'm gonna stay in this car till he get it on the thing. That's a little bitty car too. Echo. Oh, he got it. So yeah, I'm gonna go in here and see what they have, and these are the times I wish I had a truck, because I see why people invest in trucks now, because it's really good to have one, because if you find like a couch or something, you can just bam, you can put it on the back of your truck and take it home. Y'all, I got this from the Dollar Tree. It's watermelon lemonade, but it says sparkling iced caffeine, 0 sugar, but it sort of tastes like an energy drink, but it doesn't say it's an energy drink, but it has no sugar in it, but it got caffeine in it. Fruit and vegetable juice, green tea extract, carbonated water. It tastes good, and I don't really taste like, say, a good source of vitamins, B12, B6, E. But it says boosted with 70 milligrams of, look at that, caffeine. But it don't taste, I mean, it don't taste like it's an energy drink, because it's just, well, I think it's just, well, at the very bottom it says watermelon lemonade flavored sparkling water. So that's what it is. It tastes good. But because I was asking the lady in the Dollar Tree about it, I think it was Saturday or Sunday whenever I bought it, and she said, yeah. I said, I heard they're pretty good, but she said, be careful with that caffeine. I said, yeah. So but other than that, it tastes all right, I guess. So I'm still spraying in here because I'm trying to get that smell, but the smell kind of going away now. But yeah, that was crazy, y'all. That was some crazy work. But it's okay. I'm gonna go in here and see what they have. They sort of don't have, the only thing I'm really interested in here, in this one, is mainly furniture here, because they don't have, their clothes and stuff went really slim pickings. Like, they used to have, this is the Goodwill that we used to come to when we first moved here. Like, when we first moved to Colorado, because it wasn't too far from the house we were living in. And I would come here and donate clothes, and then I started going to the other Goodwills, but I always came back to this one. But then I took a break from this one for maybe a little while. But I like, yeah, they have some really, really good furniture here. Really good furniture. So that's why I like coming here. Because I like, and there's nothing else I need from here. Like I said, I try to be mindful when I spend, even in these thrift stores, because I'm like, if I don't need something, why am I buying it? Like right now, I'm trying to figure out, I was going to fix my daughter, what was it, Sunday, I fixed a big meal for them, salmon and rice, but I was trying to think what I could fix for her tonight. But they may just want to do DoorDash because we got to get up early in the morning to get her to the airport. So anyway, I'm just trying to think what I would want for later. But I was telling my daughter, I said, food is just so overrated some days, because I'm like, some days I'm just not even feeling it. Like I could just eat a salad or something real super light and be done with it. But what I'm finding out too, salmon is light and it got a good taste to it. I mean, I could eat that and I can be done after that. But yeah, some of this stuff is just a little heavy on my stomach. And I'm gonna try to do my best too, y'all, to stop eating before 8 o'clock. You know, like after 8 o'clock, no more food. Cause popcorn or nothing. Cause I'm finding myself, my tummy, you know, be hurting in the morning when I eat late and stuff. So I'm gonna quit doing it. I'm gonna try to cut that off at 8 o'clock. No more food. You know, I can drink water and stuff, but you know, no more food. But I'll be back.